Hey, welcome back, bro. Today, we're going over some defensive tactics, bro. How to get better at defending. I'm going to show you guys different techniques and methods we can use in defending. And I'm going to show you guys different scenarios and how we can stop those scenarios. So let's get straight into it, bro. So first things first, bro, we want to use the right plays in the right positions, bro, with the right play styles. So, you want plays with anticipate plus that are lengthy, bro. So, those lengthy motherfuckers like Varane, Van Dijk, Lucio, Kanate, Saliba, bro, those types of players. You want those players playing centre back. That's going to make your life 10 times easier, bro, defending against those tougher players. Alright, man, for starters, the number one tip, bro, that's going to go hand in hand with everything else I'm going to teach you guys, is making sure our defense line is always in check, bro. Make sure, our centre backs and our left back and right backs are always in line with each other. Never rush them out of position, because the second we rush our defense line out of position, that's going to open up a gap. It's going to pull our players out of position, bro. Our opponent's going to run through, bro. He's going to have passing lanes open. That's where all the errors come in. We want to make sure we're always composed. Keep that defense line always in a line with each other. Now, using this information, bro, we're going to go in and use it hand in hand with the first technique, bro, is learning how to jockey correctly. Alright, bro, for starters, man, let's get into jockeying, bro. One of the most important things in defense. Now, jockeying has changed this year, bro. Previous FIFAs, every single FIFA we've played, we always jockeyed with L2 and R2 because the sprint jockey was OP, bro. You could cover ground quick, you could win that ball quick, all that type of shit, bro. But what I've learned this year, bro, sprint jockeying, it just sets you up for failure, bro, because you're always rushing your plays out of position. You're going too far to the left or the right, bro. You just can't time your tackles right, because this year, bro, there's a lot of broken speed glitches. There's how fast attackers are, all that type of shit, man. But what I've learned, bro, is if we jockey with just pressing L2, staying passive, bro, covering the lane he's trying to run to, and then once waiting for that big touch and then pressing circle to win that ball with anticipate plus, bro, it's made a world of difference for my defending. Literally all you do, bro, hold L2, jockey backwards. You're doing a standard jockey. This is going to make your player have a more composed tackle, bro. Instead of rushing forward or playing too rush, leaving an open gap around you, bro. If you hold just L2 and then tackle, you're going to invite him towards you. You're not going to overcommit, and then you're not going to leave gaps behind you. Now, what I'm not saying is don't use sprint jockey, bro. We still want to use it, bro, but we want to transition from a sprint jockey to a normal jockey when we want to win that ball. Use L2 and R2, bro, to size up your opponent, bro. Try and cover the passing lane or the running lane that he's trying to go down. As he gets close to you, release that R2 button so you go into a normal jockey, bro. It's going to be a more composed tackle. You're going to win that ball a lot more, bro, and there's going to be less room for error because you're not going to overcommit, bro, and then leave that gap in behind you, or give him a chance to run behind you. So maintain your distance, hold L2 and R2, bro, size them up, and then once you get close to him and you want to win that ball about 2 meters away from him, bro, release that R2 button and just go for a more controlled jockey and then win that ball, bro. Look over here, I'm staying composed with Eder Militao. I'm staying back, inviting him to me, bro. We double up, win that tackle, win that ball straight away. Now we're looking at a second man press, bro. To use this, all you got to do is press R1, and that's going to use a player right next to you or off the ball that's going to press your opponent, the guy that has the ball. So what we're going to do, bro, we can use this in multiple different ways, bro. So I use it mainly, bro, to apply pressure onto my opponent, bro. If my opponent's trying to run past me, I use a second player, double up on him, or if I'm trying to cut out a passing lane, I'm going to hold R1, so my other center back, my other player, he presses the player on the ball. It gives me a chance to mark someone else or cover a different passing lane. Alright, bro, so now the next technique, bro, and this one very useful, bro, against the sweaty virgins, bro. How to defend against someone that all they use is byline bashing, bro. Cutbacks, recycling the ball back in. This is how to stop that. Now, it's a very simple technique, bro, but hard to learn and hard to get used to. The main thing with this is knowing when to use it, bro, and what it is an advanced technical press, bro. Now what happens, bro, if you double tap R1, it pushes 2 of your players that are off the ball, and it marks 2 of his players that are off the ball as well. So look, bro, right there, my Varane, he was off the ball, double tapped R1, it puts pressure on that open man. Now this is best used for someone that's trying to abuse cutbacks, because what this does is, while you can mark the player with the ball, double tapping R1, bro, look, my Varane, he's going to press the 2 players that are off the ball, cutting out his passing angle to win that ball, and just like that, bro, we stop the cutback. Now, it is pretty effective, bro. I use this a lot, bro, especially when my opponent, all I do is run down the line, right here, edge of the box, bro. As you can see, bro, watch my center mid right here. I'm going to double tap R1 and watch Dizzy, bro, my center mid. As soon as I press double tap R1, he's going to run and he's going to press his options while my other center back covers his other option. Win that ball right there on his touch, bro, and I'm easy to play that up, bro. I'm on the counter attack. Again, look, Brady, I'm running down the line. This one's a bit more advanced. I'm going to double tap R1. I know he's going for the recycle. So let's slow this one down and look at this, ready. My left back, keep an eye on me. Double tap R1 now, and I'm going to press his free man. That's going to cut out his option, bro, so now he can't go for that recycle. This is, it's hard to do, bro, that's what I'm saying. So it's a lot more technical, bro, but once we get the hang of it, bro, you're going to find yourself stopping these cutbacks and byline bashing a lot. Look, ready? My opponent, bro, he's edge of the box, he's trying to recycle that ball back in. I know he's got options in the middle, so I'm going to double tap R1. Look, my right back cuts out his winger easily, but we win that ball. Again, look, Cancelo, double tap R1. He's going to apply pressure on the players that don't have the ball. Easily win that ball and straight through on goal. But if I didn't do that, he would have had the shooting angle right there open. He would have scored a goal. Now we want to make sure we only use this when our opponent's going for a cutback or a byline bash, bro. Because if you do this anywhere else on the field, it's going to pull your players out of position and it's just going to open up gaps for him to run into. So, I'm going to break these down a little bit more further, show in slow motion, try and talk you guys through it, give you guys a bit of a better understanding. So look, ready? My opponent, he's running down the line. I know he's trying to set up a recycle or a cutback. I'm going to double tap R1 and that's going to mark his player in the box. Now look again. Keep an eye on my Zidane, my centre mid. Double tapped R1, pushes his player, stops that recycle. One more, look, the space in front of him. I know he's going to run into that space and cut the ball back. As he's running into that space, I'm going to double tap R1 and push my Varane off his line, bro, to step up and mark the player, bro. Mark his passing option. Right here, double tapped it. He's going to press him on his touch, wins that ball. He's got anticipate plus, straight into a counter attack, bro. So now we have a last, this is fucking, you fucked up. He's through on goal, 1-on-1. This is what we can do, bro. Just give ourselves the best chance of saving this goal. Now what we want to do is we want to hold triangle, and that's going to rush our keeper off the line, bro. I'm sure a lot of you already know that. But what this does is it cuts out the angles that he can shoot left and right in. If my keeper is right up in front of him, he's easily going to be able to, stick his leg out, stick his hands out, dive one way, and, save the ball. What this does, bro, is applying pressure to my opponent, cutting out that shooting angle, bro, giving him less time to react. I'm able to press forward, block that shot off, bro, and it's actually very effective, bro. I'll be completely honest, bro, it's not going to work every single time, bro, but it's going to give you a best chance. You do have keeper movement as well, like a little bit more harder, but I don't use that. I never ever use that. All I do is I rush my keeper, bro. Look, my opponent, he's through on goal, rushing my keeper forward, cut out that shot straight away. Again, right here, bro, I fucked up my defense, my opponent's through on goal, I'm rushing forward, I'm able to stop that shot. In my opinion, bro, this is the best one you could do if you're trying to go for keeper movement and all that type of shit, because it's very simple to do, bro. You just hold triangle, you just gotta know when to time it, bro. You know when to rush your keeper. You wanna make sure you rush it when he's going for a big touch, or he's at a full sprint where you can't quickly change direction, or send your keeper another way. Alright, so now everything that I've taught you guys so far, I'm going to show you guys in-game footage of how I used it and what I did, bro. So over here, look, Varane, I'm jockeying backwards, holding space. I'm not forcing it, I'm letting him come towards me, wait for him to make the error. And we covered his passing lane with Eden Militao, win that ball, just like that, bro. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys the second man press, bro, and how I marked his options in the middle using second man press. I'll slow this one down so you can get a bit of a better understanding. So look here, ready? My opponent, he's running down the line. I'm going to flick to my centre back and then second man press with Cancelo while I'm marking the guy in the middle. Wait for him to win that ball using anticipate plus, just like that, bro. Straight into a counter attack. Now look, on this clip here, bro, my opponent's on the counter attack. He's faster than me, bro, so I'm going to force him out to the wing, covering the space he's running into. Once he gets close enough, I'm going to second man press with Mendy while I'm marking the space he's running into. We win that ball with Mendy, straight onto a counter attack, just like that, bro. Now I want to show you how broken anticipate plus actually is, bro. Look, ready? This guy gets past me, right? Varane from 2 meters behind him, just sticks out his leg, bro, wins the ball like nothing. Now this was the keeper movement I was talking about, ready? My opponent, he cooks my ass, bro, straight through on goal. Step up forward just a little bit with my keeper, cut out that shooting angle, get that nice deflection, bro. Look over here, ready? My Eden Militao, I'm staying composed, I'm jockeying backwards into the space he's trying to run to, trying to cover out his passing option at the same time. Wait for him to make that pass, step forward off my line, win that ball just like that, bro, into another counter attack. Again, look, my opponent with Mbappe, step my keeper off the line just a meter or two, bro, and that's enough just to cut out the shooting angle. Look again here, ready? I'm jockeying backwards into the space he's going to, second man pressing with my centre mid, changing second man press again. Varane wins that ball. It's still fucking deflection, bro, so what I'll do, hold that second man press while I'm marking his other option. It's fucking confusing, bro, I know, man, but look, we win that ball straight into a counter attack, bro. It's next level shit, bro, but I promise you, man, over time, bro, the more you practice, the more you play this game, bro, you will get better at it, and just always stay composed. So now, talking about tactics and shit, the height of your defense line, bro, that plays a pretty important part in, you know, how well you can defend. I've learned, bro, that the higher the defense line, the more chance I have of winning that ball, you know, starting counter attacks, pushing my opponent into an offside position. You know, I was playing on 95 depth on, you know, aggressive, bro. This was working really well. It does drain your defense a bit, and it is a bit ratty, bro. I admit, bro, it's some fucking virgin behavior, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Even lately, bro, for the past week, I've been playing on 70, 75, and it's still been, you know, it's pretty decent, bro. But playing on 95 depth, bro, I felt like I was dominating every single game, bro, because your opponent, he can't put balls in behind because your players always get pushed offside and shit. So, you know, if you find yourself struggling, bro, give it a try, bro. Give yourself, you know, just give yourself as much help as you can get, bro, because this game is pretty dodgy. And now, roles, bro. Roles, having plus on a defender, bro, it makes such a difference. For scientific purposes, I was using one center back on nothing and one full back on nothing and the other two on plus. And bro, you can tell a massive difference between the two. My Varane, always involved in the action, you know, he's always got physical presence there. But Militao, bro, he's always lacking, bro, he's somewhere else. Same with my Cancelo, bro, this cunt's always on the other side of the field, while Mendy is always in the right position at the right time. So having plus on your whole backline, bro, that's going to give you the best advantage possible, bro. And 100% I recommend that, man. It's pretty massive this year. But yeah, man, I hope everyone that watched this video, bro, you learned a few things. If you didn't, bro, if there's anything you missed out on, bro, just drop a comment. I'll try and follow up with it in my next video. But yeah, bro, I'm always down to help out. Appreciate the love, guys. Take care.